We do have some breaking news for you at noon. An explosion in Foley rocked the region this morning. It happened in the Vulcan plant after 9 o'clock this morning. 3 fire departments are on the scene. There have been multiple injuries, at least one person critical. Local 15's James Gordon is on the scene with more. James?
Oh, Pat, people who work here describe this as a fireball that knocked others off their feet. Take a look really quick right here. The fire right now is contained. Now, emergency personnel are still on scene. The fire chief says they're mopping it up, making sure no hot spots flare up. This happened around 10 o'clock this morning, 9:52 to be exact, according to the fire chief. Now, the explosion happened. It was described as Plant 1. That's where aluminum is cut and shaped into street signs. For those of you who don't know too much about Vulcan, Vulcan is a company that produces and makes street signs, stop signs, and they sell those signs all throughout the country. It's a nationwide operation, but this is the hub of their business here. Now, those 2 injuries that were taken to USA Medical Center are serious. They were airlifted, and they suffered burns to their bodies, we're told. Now, others on scene were also treated here during the explosion.
We have triaged and treated on scene about 50 personnel. None other than the 2 that were flown out have been sent for further treatment at this time. So mainly precautionary, smoke inhalation type things. We are still mopping up some hot spots with the fire, but the fire...
As we said, they are still on scene, mopping up those hot spots, making sure that it doesn't spread. There are 5 different buildings here. This was Plant 1. They had described it as 1 through 5, and this particular building is where there were at least 50 people in the room when what they describe as a machine may have exploded. Maybe it took on a spark, because they do work with cutting aluminum, so sparks are created when they do that. That's a possibility behind what happened. We'll have more on perhaps how this happened and what it took to put it out later in the broadcast. For now, we're live in Foley. James Gordon, Local 15 News.